Sure, buddy. Come here.
He's skipping his nap today. All right, so as you can see, we bought some cabinets. We found a great deal on some oak cabinets, and it's technically more than we need, but we also have the front house that we'll have to eventually do. So we thought, okay, might as well get all of them. The people were renovating their kitchen and getting rid of these nice custom oak cabinets. So we're going to custom fit them to our kitchen, and we're doing some measuring here. I definitely had a vision for the kitchen that will be a little bit different than what it originally, I imagined it to be. But anyway, as you can see, these cabinets were well loved. They were coated in some grease spots here and there. So first things first, since I'm going to be refinishing them, I needed to scrub them down, clean them up really well. And then we'll move on to the next step after that. Probably could have taken the hardware off before I scrubbed them down. There were some spots underneath that I needed to go back and scrub, but I will be replacing the hardware, probably some kind of gold, maybe champagne gold, I'm not sure, but eventually these are going to be done with White Dove by Benjamin Moore. So yeah, I'm going to clean this up really good. This is where the trash can slide out goes, which I'm really excited about. Custom cabinets are not cheap, and even just buying the stock cabinets from Lowe's and ordering a pull-out trash can door, whatever you want to call it, was going to be even more than we paid for all of these cabinets. So in my book, this was a great deal. So just as we do here on this channel, make things new. We don't waste things, and if some things we see value in it, we just clean it up and restore it. So that's what we're doing here. So on to the real reason you're here, possibly. We are going to be doing a DIY wood grain filler. And again, I'm going to link this guy's channel below, but he recommends using this dust control sheetrock putty, and you simply put it in a container and you add water to it. Now, of course, I'm usually mindful of adding water, and you know, you can always add more, but you can't take it back out, whatever that phrase is. So I accidentally did put too much water in here and kept having to add more putty. So take that lesson from me. Go slow with the water. But as you can see, this is kind of the consistency that you want it to be. Trying to get all of the little chunks out, but it should go on kind of like paint here. And at first it goes on kind of sheer, and he said it would do that, but its purpose is to fill in the wood grain. So yeah, so I'm just going to put that all over this. Also, I didn't have the footage, but I did sand all of this down first. I didn't add all the footage in because this video would be extremely long. But yeah, so I sanded it first, then came in with the wood grain filler on all of the areas that are going to be visible. I did not do the inside of the doors just because I didn't feel like that was worth my time and effort, and I'm not going to see the insides of the doors very much. So I just wanted the outside to look a lot more smooth and finished. So yeah, so as you can see, we're just going to fill in the wood grain. You want to make sure that it doesn't puddle up too much because you will be going back and sanding over this wood grain filler. Alright, so here's how it looks after drying. Pretty much like you said in the video, it turns white, just like drywall. And then I still have to go back and sand it all down, and then the drywall should fill where the wood grain is. So I have all that done, except for the trash can door, because it's even more disgusting on the inside. I won't even show you. But I'm gonna do that. So here's where you go back and sand it. It's pretty satisfying actually. When you sand it and then you vacuum that up, you can see how it's filling in the grain. So the moral of this whole story is that this is a good bit of work. Takes a lot of time, but I think it's gonna be worth it in the end. It is finally priming day on these cabinets. It has been a whole fiasco trying to get the right primer. I've done all my research on them, and I found the one that I was like, okay, this is it. I'm gonna get this one. They didn't have it in Home Depot. They didn't have it in Lowe's. So I ordered it through Walmart actually, but it was like a third-party vendor, I think. So I waited, I think it was 10 days for it to come, and it came in like a bag, like an Amazon bag, look, basically. And it was not a gallon of the primer, it was a quart of the primer. And it was also spilling in the bag. Like they had just put it in there and shipped it off that way. So the bag was all like glued to the can, and it wasn't a gallon, which I triple checked. I definitely ordered the gallon. It was like 50 bucks of this Smart Prime primer that I couldn't find in stores anywhere. So I was very disappointed. I was so excited that it was going to be there that day. I was going to come do the cabinets. And lo and behold, it wasn't even the right size can, and I had to return it. So all that to say, I was like, okay, that's it. Like, I'm not waiting another 2 weeks to do these cabinets. They've been sitting here ready to go for, I don't even know. I feel like it's been like almost a month. No, it's been like at least 3 weeks though. So anywho, I went ahead and got a different primer. I'm gonna link this guy's video below that he has a lot of really good tips on painting kitchen cabinets. It's like his job. So Kilz 2 was actually the third best primer that he recommended. However, I did find this premium Kilz 3. So I was like, okay, I looked at like the reviews and kind of the coverage details on it. So this is the Kilz Premium, and it's supposed to have really good coverage, stain blocker, and all that good stuff. So that's what we're doing today. Trying to get this. You can technically, it says you can paint a coat and then recoat within 30 minutes. So I'm on my lunch break right now though, so I don't think I'll have time to do both coats, but at least I'll get one done now and then one done tonight. I think I'm just gonna do 2 coats depending on how it goes. I might do a third depending, but then I just need to get the actual paint color. And we're gonna be able to put these in place, and then we'll be able to put the kitchen floors in place and finish, hopefully, moving the flooring into the rest of the downstairs. So yeah, here we go. So real quick, really random, but I don't know if y'all have seen me use this knee pad roller yet. We got this from Harbor Freight, and it actually is really nice to have when you don't want to wear the knee pads because they kind of bunch around your knees. So yeah, you just kind of kneel on it and inch your way over. It's like kind of perfect for this type of job. So I want to jump in and make another note. Basically, with this roller, I think let's just say it wasn't the right choice. We had the wrong, I think it's called the wrong nap for this type of job, and for primer in general, since it's a little bit thicker. I didn't realize I wasn't really supposed to be using a roller, but for ease of the first coat, it helped, just kind of make things go a little bit faster than a brush. But I don't really recommend it, it did make a weird texture at first. I wasn't super concerned because I was going to be sanding it anyway, but the second round I will probably show later, but I used the brush for the entire second coat of primer. So if you're sitting here like, why is she using that roller? And it's because it kind of like smeared the primer a little bit weird there. But anyways, just thought I'd make that note. You probably just want to use a brush, especially if you're trying to get in the grooves of the wood grain. So brush is better. So if you look closely, I feel like this is a really good shot of the after of putting the wood grain filler on and then sanding it, and you can see it all in the grain on this shot. So side note on this, we're renovating all this ourselves. We're DIYing everything and kind of learning as we go. And the thing is, both of us, my husband and I, both work full time. We've got little kids and it's a lot. So here you're going to see me change outfits, I think 3 times, because I was like working on my lunch breaks. I work from home, but I work like a full-time job that I have to be on the clock for. So so it's hard. We work when we can, and we, things are taking a lot longer. We don't get YouTube videos up quite as much as maybe a full-time YouTuber does, obviously, but we want to document this, if not only to show our family and friends, but, have this documentation of this adventure that we're going on, and, just a lot to look back on. But yeah, here I am again in the evening. See, it's dark out. This is after the kids have gone to bed, and I have to finish what I'm doing. But I have the vision. Every time I look at these things, I'm like, this kitchen just looks crazy right now, and it has for a long time. I just can't wait to get it where I want it to be. And I just wanted to make that note that we're doing our best, and if you're out there and you are also trying to renovate something while working full-time with a family, you get it, and props to you for trying. It's going to turn out great.